I am jumping on here trying to do a little test of getting everything set up to begin some more YouTube videos, and this is actually my test take number 2 because the first one I realized I forgot to put my mic on, so it's a good thing that I'm doing some practice runs before I really start trying to do a whole lot. So we'll see how this one goes. It's been a while since I've recorded, and I needed to get my camera set up and microphone, obviously, and everything to make sure that everything's running as it's supposed to. And so I didn't want to just like get on here and post a YouTube video saying, hey, I'm practicing, bye. So I'm going to give you a little short thing of something that I said yesterday, that as it was coming out of my mouth, I recognized that it was the Holy Spirit speaking it basically through me, that, you know, that was my influence in saying it rather than just me, because it ministered to me and it just was, it felt so much deeper than something that would be just casually coming out of my mouth in a conversation. And it's just one short little statement, but it just really brought a lot of spiritual contemplation to me as I heard myself saying it. So let me share with you what I said. During the course of the conversation, I said, "The flesh is like a bottomless pit. Its appetite is never satisfied, it's always wanting for more, and that is why we must make it surrender to the Holy Spirit." And so when I said it, I know it doesn't sound like anything great and profound, but it very much felt like it was Spirit-led, and I was ministered to when I said it. And also I can see how right now in the time that we're in, it's just so rampant with just a lot of flesh being spoken from, you know, carnal minds, and a whole lot of me going on, and there's just a lot of flesh, and we really need to just make the flesh surrender to the Holy Spirit and be discerning and be submitted to Him, and walking in His wisdom with it. So that reminded me of Galatians, and I'm going to read that, and then I'll be off of here. So I'm reading from the Passion Translation, Galatians 5, beginning in verse 13. "Beloved ones, God has called us to live a life of freedom, but don't view this wonderful freedom as an excuse to set up a base of operations in the natural realm. Constantly love each other and be committed to serve one another. For all the law can be summarized in one grand statement: demonstrate love to your neighbor, even as you care for and love yourself. But if you continue to criticize and come against each other over minor issues, you're acting like wild beasts trying to destroy one another. Let me emphasize this. As you yield to the dynamic life and power of the Holy Spirit, you will abandon the cravings of your self-life. When your self-life craves the things that offend the Holy Spirit, you hinder Him from living free When your self-life craves the things that offend the Holy Spirit, you hinder Him from living free within you. And the Holy Spirit's intense cravings hinder your self-life from dominating you. So then, the two incompatible and conflicting forces within you are your self-life of the flesh and the new creation life of the Spirit. But when you yield to the life of the Spirit, you will no longer be living under the law, but soaring above it. The behavior of the self-life is obvious: sexual immorality, lustful thoughts, pornography, chasing after things instead of God, manipulating others, hatred of those who get in your way, senseless arguments, resentment when others are favored, temper tantrums, angry quarrels, only thinking of yourself, being in love with your own opinions, being envious of the blessings of others, murder, uncontrolled addictions, wild parties, and all other similar behavior. Haven't I already warned you that those who use their freedom for these things will not inherit the kingdom realm of God? But the fruit produced by the Holy Spirit within you is divine love in all its varied expressions: joy that overflows, peace that subdues, patience that endures, kindness in action, a life full of virtue, faith that prevails, gentleness of heart, and strength of spirit. Never set the law above these qualities, for they are meant to be limitless. That's it. Have a good day.